Okay, so we can identify everybody. Right now I have a gentleman with a hat on that's under Roland Cole. Who are you? Okay, so the gentleman in the hat is named Roland Cole. Who are you? Well, back to you later. Okay, so it's the gentleman with the, it looks like a black t-shirt with yellow writing on it. Let me get your name.
Terry Schmidt.
Okay. He's number 10. I tell what, Mr. Schmidt leave us?
No, I'm right here.
Okay. All right. So you're charged with criminal mischief. What did you want to see about doing today? Were you going to hire an attorney, represent yourself?
I'm on unemployment right now, so I guess I probably need to hire an attorney because there's a lot of discrepancies in the whole issue of the situation. I paid for a bunch of material on that house.
Okay. Right now, I'm just asking you what you want to do today. So you said you want to hire an attorney.
Fine. I guess I need to hire an attorney.
How long do you think it'll take you to hire an attorney?
I'm not quite sure. I mean, I might need an indigent form because, like I said, I'm on unemployment and I haven't received my unemployment in 2 weeks. There's an issue with my unemployment right now.
Okay. You're giving me way too much information. This is a real simple process. So where do you live?
Katie, on the outskirts, Katie.
You just need to come up here sometime to sign a request for a court-appointed attorney. So when can you come up here?
Anytime this week, I guess.
All right, we'll come up today.
It's a possibility. I might be able to make it up there today.
Okay. Well, then why don't you come this way right now?
All right.
We'll come up to Belleville in the courthouse and we'll have a form for you. And after you sign that, come see me.
Okay. All right. So that's it?
Well, like I said, you need to come up here, sign the form, get an attorney, and then get a reset.
Okay. That's it. I need to come up there, sign the form, get a reset, and then this meeting's over.
I told you what to do, so.
Okay.
All right. So, Mr. Longoria, so you're here, and Ms. Sanchez is here, and Mr. Nystrom. Are you ready to proceed?
Yes, Judge.
All right. All right, so Ms. Sanchez, I'm going to get you to unmute.
Yes.
Okay, so you're charged with driving while intoxicated. How do you plead to that?
Guilty.
And did you sign there?
Yes, I did.
And have you had enough time to go over that with Mr. Longoria?
Yes, we did yesterday over the phone.
And Mr. Longoria, do you think your client understands her rights and is able to waive them?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Mr. Nystrom, what's the recommendation?
Your Honor, the state's recommendation is 3 days in jail with credit for 3 days served. No fine in this case, court costs the amount of $445. There is a matter in this case of the DWI state fine With the offense charged, it's currently $6,000. I'm all but certain, and the state would not have any objection to the defense requesting a waiver of that, but I leave that to them. And then there's a driver's license suspension of 90 days that should be concurrent with any ALR suspension, but I don't believe that's circled on the judgment.
Yes, Judge, we would ask that the DPS, the suspension run concurrent with the ALR. I did speak to Ms. Sanchez last night, and she did confirm that it had been suspended. She paid the fees to get it back, and it is now, she is back current with the driver's license. Is that right, Ms. Sanchez?
Yes, I got it back in December.
Okay. And then as far as the fee, Judge, yes, Ms. Sanchez has, I believe, a couple of young children. She is not working at this moment. We ask that DPS fine be waived.
All right. Well, and Ms. Sanchez, do you have any questions then about that recommendation?
No, I do not.
All right, then I'll follow that recommendation. Find you guilty, sentence you to 3 days in jail with credit for 3 days served. Pay costs. Whoops, it doesn't have the amount in there. How's that going to be paid?
It's just a court cost at this point, correct, Judge?
Correct.
Ms. Sanchez, can you do $50 a month?
I could probably pay that off. It's the $445.
Yes.
Yeah, I could probably pay that off today if I'm able to do it online, or I don't know how.
And you could contact the clerk's office and pay by credit card.
Okay, I can do that.
All right, so I'll say that's all due today then.
Yes.
And it looks like Laura from the clerk's office just signed on there. And then, Judge, regarding the fee, if the court is waiving, it'll need to be crossed out on the bill of costs as well.
Okay. All right, so I crossed that out on the bill of costs and put on the judgment that it's waived.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, so Ms. Sanchez, just need to make sure to contact the clerk's office today and pay that off.
Yes, I'll do that right after we're done with this.
Okay, we're good. Thank you. All right, so Ms. Sanchez, so you can leave if you'd like.
Okay, thank you.
Said you're going to call customs and Moto E5 and what their name was, and I haven't gotten an answer back.
The person's listed as Moto E5. Get you to unmute. All right, so the person's listed as Moto E5. I think you're in your car. Looks like you have a striped shirt on. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, what's your name?
Yes, Judge.
What's your name?
My name is Efren Gutierrez.
Number 15. All right, so Mr. Gutierrez, you're charged with an assault. Were you going to hire an attorney, or did you want to talk to the district attorney's office, or what did you want to do?
I would like to talk to a lawyer, yes.
Okay, are you going to try to hire an attorney?
Yeah, in this case, yes.
Okay, so how long do you think it'll take to hire an attorney?
I will say about a week.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll set you to May the 12th. And we're going to give you an email address and need you to send us an email requesting your case to be reset to May 12th at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay. And don't leave the meeting until we confirm we got that email from you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so can you write down this address? Can you write down this email address?
I'm 5 minutes away from the court.
Okay, well then just
Okay.
come up,
I
come
would
up.
like to just go ahead and, yes, sir.
Just-
I would like to go ahead and be there in person.
Just come up, if you're 5 minutes away, just come up to the courthouse and we'll have you sign it up here.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay, just come up to the second floor of the courthouse.
Absolutely. I'll be there in a few minutes, 3 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. So, Mr. Longoria, who's your other client? Mr. or Miss Piazza, is she here?
Judge, we're having some transmission issues on some documents on that one, so I'm trying to see
Okay.
what we need to do to get that figured out.
Yes, Judge, if we could hold for just a minute, I think Ms. Herrera just got my email. And probably just need to get the packet together.
Okay. Okay, let's see.
Mr. Clemens' email saying he's got a family situation and not have to attend the hearing. I think he has Yogi.
Yes, right. Did he request an email or reset?
Yes, for reset. We need to tell.
Well, I'll just set it 90 days. Let's set it to July 21st and tell them to send us a email.
July 21st.
The gentleman who's in the orange t-shirt and the hat, Roland Cole Customs. If I can get you to identify yourself. You have to unmute.
Okay, Matthew Derek Caldwell. You hear me, Honor?
I can hear you fine. Case number 6. Okay, so Mr. Caldwell, you have a charge of driving while your license is invalid. Do you know why your license is invalid?
Yes, sir. I had DWI 7 years ago, and my occupational license wasn't on me and valid at the moment. But me and the district attorney worked out, he's giving me a chance to get my license. But the offenses happened in Fort Bend County. I come up there 2 weeks ago to the courthouse there in Belleville, down in precinct, and he would only give me 4 hours a day driving. I work a 12-hour shift. So I was just going to go back to the court where I originally have had an occupational license before. I've filed with the county clerk. I've sent copies to the district attorney, and I am awaiting a court date. They'll either be this Friday or next Friday. So that way there's no issues, because it does technically say on the law you have to go to the county where the offense was suspended at. So I went there, I filed, and I sent. It's over there. You file the petition and then pay the court costs, and then you have to email this lady and proving that you have all documents ready before they give you the court date, and then they assign you a court date. So she said yesterday when I talked to them, went up there to give them the last paperwork they needed, that they would either have if I got it in the day, I'd have a court date Friday or the following Friday. So that's exactly where I'm at, to be honest with you.
And Judge, on this case, at this point, it's asking that it be set for pretrial and trial. If Mr. Caldwell can get his stuff together before the next court date, that's fine, but the state's ready just to proceed to trial in this case.
All right, so Mr. Caldwell, will you be able to send us an email?
Yes, sir, whatever you need.
I'm sorry?
Yes, sir, whatever you need.
Okay, so we're going to put the email address up on the screen, if you can write this down.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Okay, so if you send us an email requesting that your case be reset to June 10th at 1:30.
Sir.
I think he's frozen up.
Can you be send it right now?
Send it right now. Again, put in there June 10th at 1:30 and just don't leave the meeting until we confirm we got that from you.
Okay, I'm gonna try to back out of my screen because I'm on my phone. I don't know if you'll leave or not. If not, I just call right back to Zoom.
Yes.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, I got it. CCL at Austin.
Yes, I do.
Got it.
Oh, yeah. And this is Jorge Tiarano.
For June 10th.
Yes, sir.
These are all resets.
Oh, I did.
I don't know what all that is. Hello. Hello. What's your name? Let me find you.
Okay.
Maria Juarez. All right, hold on just a second. Sylvia, ask you a question. Sylvia Herrera.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, we have a Maria Juarez here. I don't see her on the docket.
Hello, again. Okay, so the Austin warehouse.
Judge, I'm sorry, can you mute Mr. Caldwell?
Judge, if I may, I know a Maria Juarez.
Okay. But she's here.
Ask her.
Come on, Ms. Juarez.
This
Okay, wait a second. Okay, Mr. Longoria.
I don't know for sure why she would be there if it's the same Maria Juarez.
Did you have Mr. Longoria?
Yeah, but this is a traffic ticket, the word they told me to come in because my license plate, my light was off.
Okay, it may be down in the basement with Judge Yancey. So I'd go down there first.
Yeah,
See,
they told me, they gave me the paperwork that I had a court on the 14th at night. And
okay, it's probably in the basement.
oh,
Go down to the basement and ask for Judge Yancey.
yeah, thank you.
Now, if it's not, come back.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Um,
Okay, so she may have been here for a traffic ticket.
I need to go get the forms. for him.
He has a pending case in JP1, Judge.
He was going to hire an attorney. Mr. Gutierrez reset to May 12th at 9 o'clock. Number 15.
I'm sorry, can you give me a little bit more time for that?
Okay, how much
Because
time do you need?
if you ask me.
How much time do you need?
I need can you give me 3 weeks? So I can be more sure to hire that attorney.
Okay, I
I'm
mean-
not guilty about this.
Okay, just asking some simple questions. It goes much faster if you just listen. Okay, so May 12th is almost a month. So, and you said you wanted 3 weeks. That's more than 3 weeks.
Okay, yeah.
That good?
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So, your email address, whatever, you put your email address down. I got Matthew Caldwell's email when I was going to reply.
Okay, so Mr. Colwell. Yep. Matthew Colwell, if I can get you to unmute. Matthew Colwell. All right,
Oh, I figured it
come
out.
on.
There you go.
Mr. Cody Dries.
Okay.
Upstairs, it has not been filed. Jail said we'd like to set him for sometime in June if we could.
How about June 23rd? That's also a Wednesday. Is that all right?
I figured it out.
Okay, and now, yeah, we have your email address. Our hope is by June 23rd, we'll all be live and be coming back. So just plan to be back here in the courtroom June 23rd at 9 o'clock. Okay. All right, so Mr. Colwell, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes,
so we
sir.
got your email. We got your email. So you're good to go. You can leave the meeting and we'll see you back here June 10th at 1:30. Now the hope is by June 10th, we'll all be live. So you can plan on coming back to the courtroom on June 12th at 1:30. I'm sorry, June 10th. June 10th at 1:30.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna
Thank you. You can go.
Email Benjamin as soon as I get all the stuff Friday or next Friday, and whatever you want me to do, I got it.
I mean, if you get proof of your license, get that up to the DA's office. But right now you need to be here on June 10th at 1:30.
Not a problem. Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. I see a Heather Flores at the meeting. I'm not sure I see her on the docket. Anybody know who Heather Flores is?
It's for Ethan Delaney.
Do we have an email on there? Okay. All right. So you'll probably be here live, but so just plan on being here in the courtroom with your attorney on that day.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we're good. Thank you. think we're kind of waiting on Mr. Garvey. Anything else that we can do?
Judge, I was checking in on Ms. Pizzana. I think the paperwork's gotten to the DA's office, or maybe Laura at this point, just checking where we are at.
Anybody know where Ms.
Should be with you.
Pizzana's?
Should be with you, Judge.
You brought down for it.
We got a bunch of resets and things like that, but we do not see any paperwork from Ms. Pizzana.
Sylvia? Sylvia, can you hear me? Sylvia?
I think we should do it without paperwork. No stinking paperwork.
You don't need no stinking papers.
Judge, I also had that Bryson Hanson on the docket. I don't know if Travis heard anything from him.
And Bryson Minor,
Yes, Minor. I hadn't heard anything more from him. I called him, texted him.
Can y'all hear me? I can't see me though.
I can
Yeah,
hear
you
you.
just
Okay.
turned off video. We can hear
That's,
you.
I don't know who turned video off, but Bryson Minar is here now, I think, on the third floor. I didn't realize Steve Longoria was his lawyer. I was fixing to plead him out. I'm glad you said so. What do you want me to tell him? Or Mr. Longoria?
I think he was supposed to bring some paperwork for you.
I tell you what, Judge, can you put Mr. Longoria and myself in a breakout room?
Yes. Is there a computer set up there in the third floor?
No, I don't think we set one up this morning. We didn't know people were going to be coming up, but let me visit with Mr. Longoria and we can probably get one set up right quick and see what we can work out.
Okay. You take.
Yes, got him.
Okay.
Benjamin Yanez.
Okay. And then see, Mr. Nystrom, we currently have a Benjamin Yanez, number 19. He's in the courtroom.
Okay, does he have an attorney or what does he want to do, Judge?
He does not, he's in custody.
Okay. So he just needs to, I think we need to get him a court-appointed attorney based on the charge that we have against him.
Are you going to file it?
Yes, Travis filed that case. It's been filed.
Okay. So let's see. Laura, do you have a cause number for that one?
Judge, it's 21 CR 36511.
Okay, so who has the form for the request the court-appointed attorney? Is it Laura? Do you have the form to request the court-appointed attorney?
I thought they got that from the DA's office, sir.
Okay. So did you have the form to request the court-appointed attorney?
Yes.
Okay. So you want to just take him up to the third floor courtroom and have him fill it out? Mr. Garvey? All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Garvey, we have, I know Crystal Yenger is here.
That's correct.
What would you like to do with Miss Yenger?
Judge, I think what we're probably going to do for her is credit for time served. That was a pretrial diversion, and she just doesn't have the resources to pay the money involved. But she did 30 to 45 days, I think, in jail.
All right, is that something that's paperwork being sent back and forth?
No, we don't have the paperwork yet, Judge.
Okay, is that something you want to try to do today?
Yes, I'd like to meet with the DA's office when we get a minute to go into the break room to discuss that one, Judge.
So then we're left without any prosecutors.
Yeah, it looks like the only one I see is Ben right now. I don't know if there's another prosecutor. I don't see another one on here.
Yeah, Mr. Kane is in with Mr. Longoria. If they come out, we have somebody ready to plead out. So Mr. Nystrom, can Mr. Kane do the plea on Miss Pizzana?
Make sure he has the paperwork.
I guess let's wait for Mr. Longoria to come back so we can plead out Miss Pizzana, and then Mr. Nystrom and Mr. Garvey can meet in a breakout room.
And Judge, just for the court's information, Billy Joe Jordan, I'm waiting on him to arrive. They should have the paperwork ready as soon as he gets here.
Okay.
And we can go over and get that done.
And then Ethan Delaney is here also.
Judge, that's a situation where I think we need to be set for a pretrial and trial.
Well, we set Mr. Delaney to July 21st.
July 21st, okay.
July 21st at 1:30.
Okay, I'll make that request.
If you'd send us that email, then we can take care of Mr. Delaney. July 21st at 1:30.
Okay, I'll get right on that, Judge.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can get her attention. Ms. Younger, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Are you on your phone?
Yes, sir.
All right. See if you can maybe prop your phone up somewhere and have a seat.
Okay.
Hello, Judge. Can you hear me, Judge? You're muted, Judge.
All right.
Just got out with Travis Kane, and he's going to send Bryson Minor downstairs for a drug test, and we were going to reset him for a late June date.
Okay. And I have all the papers on Miss Pizzana. If
Okay.
you're ready to proceed with her.
We're ready?
So Gordy gets back, I'll send Mr. Benjamin.
All right. So Miss Pizzana, you're charged with assault. How do you plead to that? Oops, I need to get you to unmute.
Yes, sir, I'm pleading guilty.
Okay. And did you sign that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And have you had enough time to go over this with Mr. Longoria?
I have.
Any questions on that form?
No, sir.
All right, so I'll approve the waiver. What's the recommendation?
The recommendation.
That'd be Mr. Nystrom will tell
Miss-
us that. Yep, Mr. Nystrom will tell us that.
Your Honor, the state's recommendation
Okay.
is 2 years of unsupervised deferred adjudication. The main conditions being that she stay out of trouble, but that she pay back the restitution owed in this case of $11,894.61, in addition to court costs of $310. To pay that amount within the time frame of the probation, she needs to pay at least $510 per month, beginning May 15th, with it all being due April 14th of 2022. I'm sorry, 20, should say 23, Judge. I keep forgetting we're in 2021.
That's our agreement and understanding, Judge.
All right, and Ms. Pizzana, any questions about that?
As far as the payments monthly, that just seems a little too high. I could do the best that I can monthly. Is that
Judge,
going to
I've
be an
already spoken to
issue?
Ms. Pizzana several times about this. She's on an unsupervised probation. I told her that the amount that they figured out covers the amount in 2 years. And I've explained to her that if she can't pay it over the course of 2 years or is short, then her probation will be likely extended until she can pay that amount off. Is that right, Nifa? I explained that to you?
Yes. Yes, sir.
And that,
Okay.
it's not something that will promise. It just depends upon her behavior and how much she's paid, and if
Sure.
she's close at the end of 2 years. But if she hasn't paid anything after 2 years, that's a different story. So
I agree.
certainly not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
If we need to lower the monthly payment, we can, but just understanding that at the end of the 2 years, there's going to be a balloon payment due.
Right. No, I've explained it to Ms. Bazana. I believe she's correct on that. She understands.
Okay.
All right. So then, any other questions about the deferred adjudication? If not, then
No,
I'll follow that
sir.
recommendation. Okay. Then I'll follow that
Okay,
recommendation.
thank you.
Yeah, you'll be on an unsupervised probation for 2 years. And it looks like the main conditions: pay the restitution and not get in any other trouble. If you do that, then the case is dismissed. If not, you could be looking at up to a year in jail.
All righty. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So you're good to go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So Mr. Nystrom and Mr. Garvey, do you want to go now in a room?
I don't know if Mr. Garvey's around.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm
Okay.
sending the email now on Mr. Delaney.
Okay. So we'll send the request for the chat room to you and Mr. Nystrom. So Mr. Longoria, I think you're done then.
I think I'm done, Judge. I have a plea in Fort Bend County. If I can get off, and I will log back on in hopefully an hour and just see if anything else.
And I tell you so what are we doing again with Bryson Minar?
Judge, on Bryson Minar, we asked that he be set for sometime in late June. I talked to Mr. Longoria, and he's going down to take a hair test for us today. That's on an unfiled assault case.
Okay. All right. So when he comes back, we'll reset it. But Mr. Longoria, do you want to look at a date? June 23rd?
That'll be fine, Judge.
And Judge, I filled out a reset form for Bryson Minor.
Okay.
He should bring that after he gets through with his hair test.
Okay. So when he comes,
and
let me see.
Penny, that's probably Penny Thorpe, Your Honor.
Okay.
Penny Thorpe coming in. She's going to request a court-appointed lawyer, and I filled out a reset. I believe she may have joined the military while she was out, but she was Calvin Garvey represents her on some other matters.
Okay.
Judge, may I be excused?
You may, Mr. Longoria. Thank you.
Travis, where was Bryson supposed to go for the hair test?
Across the street, across the hallway from you in the commissioner's courtroom. I told him the last door to the left.
Okay, sir, I'll send him.
Thank you.
And now, is Miss Thorpe's case, has that been filed?
No, it has not been filed, Judge.
Okay. So Miss Thorpe, let me see what you got there. Thank you.
Judge, she should have a reset and a request for court-appointed attorney.
How soon do you think that would be filed?
Well, for April 22nd, we'll make a decision before then on whether to file this new case or not. But her other two cases are set for, I think, the 22nd.
Yeah.
You have two cases set for April 22nd?
Yes.
And does Mr. Garvey represent you?
Yeah.
Okay. So those are two other misdemeanor cases?
That's correct. They should be listed on that backside of that court-appointed and on her reset.
Okay, and so you know where Mr. Garvey's office is? Okay, it's right across the street from us.
Cody's to take a hair follicle test
today? Yeah.
And Bryson too.
No.
Yep.
Teresa, if you can hear me, can you send me a chat message as to how much Angela King owes? Right, okay. And then Judge, I think me and Mr. Garvey already on Yanger, and I don't know if Mr. Garvey needed to talk to Miss Yanger first or though.
Judge, for Miss Yinger, I think we have a deal, but we want to reset it to the 22nd to get everything done, because I don't know if she can get here today. We can't hear you, Judge.
Okay, so if you send us the email to reset her to April 22nd.
Yes, sir.
I got his email into my email.
Okay, and then Mr. Garvey?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, we got your email on Ethan Delaney. So I'm going to tell Mr. Delaney that he can leave. Let me see if I can get him. Mr. Delaney?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Mr. Delaney, your case has been reset to July 21st at 1:30.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so stay in contact with Mr. Garvey and plan on being up here at the courthouse on July 21st at 1:30.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So then you can go. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Delaney, I'll be talking to you.
All right, Mr. Garvey.
Okay, let me get.
See, do you fill out the form for the court appointed attorney? Come on up.
Judge, was that the only inmate that was brought over today?
Yes, I think that's it.
Okay. Are we just waiting on then the reset for Ms. Younger?
Mr. Schmidt. Okay, so Mr. Garvey and Ms. Younger. Ms. Younger, can I get you to unmute? Yep. Put down your juice box and unmute.
Real quick. I have a machine.
Okay, so Ms. Younger, your case has been reset to next week, April 22nd,
Yes,
next Thursday.
Okay.
Okay, so I'd say, and Mr. Garvey, did you say you think there'll be a disposition next Thursday?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
We
Okay,
believe we can get it disposed.
All right, so Ms. Younger, just stay in contact with Mr. Garvey. There may be some papers for you to sign.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So then we'll see you next Thursday.
Okay.
So you can go. Thank you.
Okay. Judge, we had a little bit of a mix up. Mr. George was outside. I didn't realize the door was locked. And so he's been sitting outside all this time. So we're going to walk over and get his plea done, get his plea papers done.
And has Ms. Thorpe made it over to you?
Yes, she's dropped off her reset and she's gone.
Okay, real good. All right, well, we'll just wait here for you and Mr. Jordan.
Okay.
I tell you, before you leave, do you know the status of Angela King?
I'm waiting to hear from her, Judge.
Okay. Okay, we'll just wait here. But if you wanted, we can kind of go through the docket and see who else we're waiting for. About LaTanya Jackson,
Yeah,
number 5 on the docket.
but nobody signed off on it. More than anybody said. Well, you need to, no, he should nobody, that's exactly it. I don't want him to get a warrant out for his arrest because Trader simply go by the rules.
LaTanya Jackson going once.
Scan that and email it to me. And you said it was for 520.
Let's call the name of LaTanya Jackson. And no response. Bond will be forfeited in capious issue. Okay, Terry Schmidt is on his way, supposedly. I think Mr. Anderson's office is sending us a reset for Shane Horlichka about Marilyn Chandler, number 12.
As far as we know, Judge, she was supposed to be here. I don't know if she's retained counsel or not, though. Sylvia, do you have the file on her?
Yes,
I guess.
the reset was done by email.
Okay. We'll call the name of Marilyn Chandler, and no response or bond will be forfeited and KP is issued. Carol McDonald. Number 14.
She was set for court when she was released from the jail.
And so did we have a email for her?
Judge, is that, did you say Marilyn Chandler?
No, I think we've already called her name and forfeited her bond.
Okay, because
Yes,
she's been calling me. She has some mental issues, but let's do that. We may want to hold up on the warrant for right now, but.
Okay, now we're talking about Carol McDonald.
Judge, I gave you that email for her yesterday,
Okay,
Monday.
right. So, okay. So let's call her name. And no response, will issue a warrant for her arrest. Tristan Embry.
He was set when he was released from the jail.
And see if we can get Ms. Herrera to pronounce his middle name 3 times.
Can do that.
How about once?
Aquarince.
All right. I don't think he responded to that either, so we'll call his name. We need to hear Ruben put the whole name on the affidavit, so get all 3, get that called 3 times. All right, so I guess we're just waiting for Mr. Garvey.
That's the gentleman that went to call for this time. But going back to Shane Carrelka.
Yeah.
Mr. Anderson somehow got a reset form, filled it out, didn't have anybody sign it, and didn't turn it in to anybody.
Okay.
But Megan has it, so I told her to scan it and send it to me
Yeah.
immediately. I said, but next time he's gonna have his client get
Yeah.
no warrant call for his arrest because he didn't.
What's the date of the recent?
5/20 at 9.
Okay, and Laura, number 11, Shane Horlichka.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Anderson signed a reset to May the 20th on him.
Okay, sir. How about the Terry Schmidt, number 10?
He's the one he had said he was in Katy and said he was going to come up here to sign a request for a court-appointed attorney. So he's should be close because he was here before 9 o'clock. He was at the Zoom meeting before 9 and said he was coming this way.
Okay.
Did we get an email from Mr. Clements on Roman?
Which number?
Number 9.
Yes.
When's that reset to?
July 21st at 9.
All right. Also, Laura.
Yes, sir.
Number 9, Mr. Roman is reset to July 21st.
Only one I'm missing a date on is Presley Warren.
And we left her in jail. They're trying to work out something with Washington County also. So I guess if you want to put her for next week, for April 22nd, and then we'll just see what the status is.
Bryson Minor. Number 16.
Okay. All right. And so Mr. Kane,
Yes, sir.
all right. So Mr. Bryson Minor's here.
Right. That was Steve Longoria's client. I thought you had talked about setting him for that June 23rd or something like that.
Okay.
He
All right.
should
So
have, he should have a reset, Judge.
do you have a reset form with you?
No, sir. I just was told to come up here after I did the hair follicle test.
So he says he's done the hair follicle, does not have a reset. So.
Well,
He did have a reset, and I told them to, give him the pink and the gold copy.
Well, it did not have the date. I was going to have the court put the date on it, fill in the date.
That's okay. Let me see. Do you know what? Okay. Okay. It got torn apart. So do we know where the
other two are down there with Joan?
With Laura, probably.
I went down to the clerk's office and then they.
Let's see if Laura still has that.
Lady.
I checked with them on this side, and it didn't have a date, so we're putting June 23rd on it.
June 23rd. So do you have that though? The top two copies?
Yes, sir, we have them.
Okay. Okay, so the June 23rd.
And that's just for, is that to sign for dismissal?
Well, you need to get with Mr. Longoria and discuss what's going to happen on June 23rd. I don't know what the agreement was that was made.
Okay, I believe last time it was that if I passed the hair follicle test, we're just dismissing everything.
Okay.
So I'm just don't, I'm not going to court somebody.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know what I don't know what the agreement was, and I don't know what the result was of your hair test. So just get with Mr.
Pass.
Are you passed? All right. So just get with Mr. Longoria, and then find out what will happen.
Does he have Mr. Longoria's phone number?
Do I have what?
Do you have Mr. Longoria's phone number?
Is it the same number that he texted me from, confirming or reminding me of my court date today?
Probably.
Probably
so.
Okay. All right. So just text him back, and he can tell you what's going to happen.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm good to go.
You're good to go. You can leave.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You have a wonderful day.
You too. Yeah.
I think you should have to get Johnson's assignment and my copies. We'll be done there. Get to the DA and.
Okay.
It's still his fault.
So I think is it Billy Joe Jordan and Terry Schmidt are the last two.
I don't know if Calvin's made his way up here yet or not.
Yeah, I've not seen him yet, but I think he's going to come up to the DA's office to get the papers. But is there anybody else that we need to look at?
Judge Calvin is in our office right now.
Okay.
And then the only other one that I don't have something for is on the very last page, number 20, Cody Dries.
He was here.
Reset to June 23rd.
Okay, reset to June 23rd.
Okay.